Join me at my tea party. Do me the honour.
Can't eat any of that.
Well, no, especially not that one because Dan Evans' finger's been in that.
I'd probably go for this one, I think, if I was choosing.
You mean you wouldn't go for the dry egg sandwich or the dry salmon?
No, it's not for
No,
me.
not quite.
No.
Andy, thank you very much for joining me at my tea party.
Thanks for having me.
Would you say you're a regular tea party goer?
I'm not. My wife's quite into them, but yeah, not for me really.
Because I was actually going to ask, you have 4 kids at home.
Yeah.
Do they hold any tea parties? Have you been invited? Do they hold tea parties, but you're not invited?
No, they do tea parties at the house. Yeah, we have like tea party sets. So yeah, I have been part of them.
Are you quite low down on the guest list though? Is like a teddy and like certain stuffed animals a bit higher or?
Probably depends on the child, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who invites you number one first straight away?
It probably goes youngest. I always do this because I don't go with their names. I just youngest one. So the 4th one, 3rd one, 2nd one, 1st one would be the order that I would get invited, I think.
Oh, that's...
The eldest is
Is a bit...
Yeah.
Dad's not so cool.
Yes, and definitely. I've never been cool in her eyes, yeah.
Unfortunately. Scone or scone?
Scone.
Scone.
Yeah.
Cream or jam first?
I think it has to be cream, I think, doesn't it?
Well, you say that, and I agree. I completely agree. However, apparently there is this Cornwall-Devon debate of which goes first, and I mean, it's caused a bit of a rift here in the production, I have to say, because some people think it's not, so it's a bit of a touchy issue. So I just wanted to check. And you answered correctly, so we can continue. So that's perfect. Have you had the strawberry jam at Wimbledon?
I have not had the strawberry jam at Wimbledon, no. I don't eat that sort of stuff during the tournament.
I'm not talking about during the tournament. I'm talking about, you go to your local club, you sit down and there's a freshly baked scone. You've never had it.
I don't think I've ever had
They make it with the strawberries that they have from Wimbledon. How am I the only one that knows this? I haven't won Wimbledon.
Well, maybe.
Why don't Wimbledon champions know this? Genuinely.
Maybe during the tournament you could sort one out.
I will sort. I mean, it's more likely that you'll be able to sort things out than me. But sure, I'll give it a bash. Don't you worry. Tea or coffee?
Coffee. Yeah, not a tea drinker. And I wasn't a coffee drinker until about 2 years ago, and now I'm very much a coffee snob.
I actually thought you might say you weren't a coffee drinker until you had your first child, and then...
Well, yeah, the kids have been partly responsible for that. The sort of 5:30 wake-ups. You kind of need something to help you get through the days. Yeah.
And they'll pick me. We're not getting any younger, are we? We're in the grass court season. Do you look forward to it anymore? Do you look forward to it any differently? That first hit on the grass?
Yeah, I always look forward to that. It has changed probably a bit. So the very beginning of my career, you're just so excited to play in these events that you've watched on television growing up, and maybe been to as a fan. And then sort of the middle part of my career, lots and lots of expectation. There was still excitement to play. It was a lot of pressure, and then maybe like the last couple of years it's changed. There's less expectation. No one's thinking I'm coming in as one of the favourites for Wimbledon or expect me to win. And yeah, it's probably a bit more relaxed, I would say.
Going down memory lane a bit, and I've always been really curious about this because I never got to experience it, but you just won Wimbledon for the first time. How did you feel the next morning when you woke up?
It was quite strange. Like, I was exhausted that evening. I remember going back to the hotel room and turned the TV on, and it was just on every single channel, like on channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it was quite a weird thing to see. Didn't feel real.
You were just like everything was on replay.
Yeah. Whereas in 2016, I enjoyed it much, much more, and I went out with a bunch of friends into London, and had a great night. Whereas the first time it was a bit strange.
Does it feel different this season? Do you appreciate smaller things differently? Do you look at it differently?
So far, I haven't really. When I've arrived here, I've been, on the practice court, and I'm still concentrating on trying to get better. And then, you see the draw, and I'm concentrating on who I'm going to play, and that sort of stuff. I think when, I know that it's going to be like maybe the last match or the last tournament that I'm going to play, I really feel like, most likely feel different. But until that moment, sort of concentrating on trying to win matches and trying to get better.
Last thing, we talk about most British trait. What's your most Scottish trait? I didn't think that was going to stump you.
Well, I don't know.
What makes you a Scotsman, man?
I'm just trying to think if it would be considered Scottish, but a lot of people would say that I'm quite grumpy. I don't know if that's considered to be a Scottish thing or not, or if that's just...
I mean, I guess we'll take
I like a lot. I like Iron Brew. Okay. I like Walker's Shortbread. There's a lot of Scottish things that I like, but in terms of my most, I don't know, Scottish personality trait, I would probably say, a bit dour.
I'm pretty sure you will always be our favourite grumpy Scotsman. So.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot.
It's true.
Thank you.
It's true. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
How painful was that?
No, it was
on
all
a scale
good.
of 1 to 10.
It was all good.